Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's well and okay. And welcome to General Morning Chit Chat. Now, this is a subject I wanted to cover through watching an episode of 24 Hours 24 Hours in Police Custody, and it really opened my eyes on this subject, on what can happen when someone is blackmailed. Now, blackmail is serious. It can be very serious, and for those who's been through blackmail, the consequences can be life-changing, life-shattering, and it's a terrible thing for it to happen to someone. Now, in 24 Hours in Police Custody, it was a man who came forward to the police saying he was being blackmailed, and it was for a ransom of £1,000, and it said £1,000 in this letter, or I will tell your family and neighbours everything. And he demanded that money today. £1,000 can be a lot of money. It can. To some it is a lot of money, to others it's not. But with blackmail, you pay the £1,000 probably hoping it would go away, this problem. But it can escalate where they demand more money after the first ransom's been paid. It can be an ongoing vicious cycle. If you don't cough up, then you risk that person telling the family and everything. Now, this poor man, I'm saying poor man, he went visiting a prostitute, and somehow this person knew about it. And that's where the blackmail comes in. They had a secret on you. That man would be too ashamed to tell his family. He's been caught doing a dirty deed, put it that way, this married man. So anyway, I'm not going to go on about the man too much, because there's other blackmail cases you hear of. I've watched dramas where it happens. It's somebody knowing something about a person, and they can use it. They use it to blackmail someone. Blackmail the person. Now, this could be a secret from years ago. It could be you've told, you know how you like to think you've got a best friend, and you tell them this secret. Tell them your secrets and everything. But then you may fall out with the friend, and the friend may turn it against you to their own advantage. When you're kids, it's a little bit different when you're children, but it can happen with children as well. They can also get blackmailed, and you do hear horrible stories because children are innocent. They are. And this is where there is a charity called Secrets. Do I say this or not? Sometimes children get abused in the worst possible way. And the person who's the abuser will say, if you tell anybody, I'll kill your family. That's one of the worst examples I'm going to give, basically. I'm not going to go into that though, but that's what happens. But blackmail can cause so much stress. That man did do the right thing. He did. He went to the police and they found the person who did it. If you want to watch 24 Hours in Police Custody, at the moment they are on Channel 4 streaming, the streaming service. But it can ruin a person's life. It can. And not to mention, it may escalate where your family could be in danger. Now, there's blackmail and there's also extortion. Now, that's worse. Extortion is where they kidnap family members or along that line, and they demand a ransom, or they'll hurt that family member. That's worse. Alexa, what does extortion mean?
Extortion is usually defined as an act or instance of extorting, wresting or wringing money, information, etc., from a person by violence, intimidation, or abuse of authority. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for extortion.
Alexa, thank you.
Anytime.
So there you go. Extortion is where they really push to the extreme to demand money or information as an act of violence, maybe against the person who they want it to come from or the person's family. A lot of that does happen. and it's a really bad criminal underworld of what you do here every day. It happens every single day. But they're not very nice things. I've read it in books. I mean, I know it's only in books and stories, but it really does happen where someone has been kidnapped and held for ransom, as they call it, and they've demanded sort of like £1 million for that person, especially if they know a person's wealthy. They they'll stop at nothing to extort money from you. It could be kidnapping your spouse. It could be kidnapping a child. And what's worse is when they say we're watching your every move. Do not go to the police. But how can you get yourself out of this nightmare? Sometimes people develop a habit and they get so desperate and they don't know how to get out of the cycle they're in. So they will do something stupid. And you'll see, if you do watch 24 Hours in Police Custody, you will see what lengths people do go to feed a habit they're in. And it gets dangerous. Because a habit it starts off gradual. It's a bit like when you're taking drugs. You take drugs and you start going, your body starts to get this euphoria. And then after a while, your body craves it. And you just want it more and more. And until you've got that fix, you're feeling desperate. Whatever habit you've got, too much is always, it turns bad and it can turn into a nightmare. And it's hard to pull yourself out then. I have never been blackmailed. When we were kids, I suppose I was a tiny bit. When we were children. But nothing really serious. No, nothing really serious. So I'm going to leave it there now. If you ever do get blackmailed, though, the only way is to go to the police, whether they say if they bring the police involved. There's just no way out sometimes, and you have to do what's right. You have to do what's right. So I think you understand with what I'm saying. Those who are blackmailers and do this for a living, I don't know how they sleep at night. Because sometimes it's just to make money. And it's just part of a criminal gang who do this. It's terrible. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay. Please, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and a subscription. As always, it does mean so much to us. So thank you to my current subscribers and hopefully future subscribers, as you will all be amazing. Please take care, and I'll see you again soon. Okay. Bye.